New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
Well, good evening. Hello, everyone. So happy you are here this evening. Hello to the community, and hello, Suzanne. Got to see you this morning, and glad you're back this evening. And who's here again? Also, Sunshine, nice to see you here. BJ, my wonderful, supportive wife from the other room, thank you for joining me and taking a moment away from baseball. Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks to everyone else who might be joining in at this moment. Cynthia, hello again. Great to see you again, my classmate. So I am Gina DeGirolamo, and I am taking Practitioner 1 classes to get my certified practitioner license. And it's great to be able to do this with all of you as practice. And what we do here, if it's the first time watching, or to remind you, what we do here is affirmative prayer. We do not do a begging or a beseeching prayer. We do not look at God as our power as that way. So we do affirmative prayer. We affirm our good. We affirm that we have everything we need right here within us. And so I want to do a little personal sharing with you right now. Tonight is the first time I'm doing the evening prayer, and I did the morning prayer this morning. So it's really wonderful to have experienced doing the morning prayer, setting a tone for the day, and now getting to come back and maybe share a little bit more with you. So if you were here this morning, you might recall that I was discussing some personal family issues, and that there's a family member who is going through a difficult time, and we are all doing our best to hold the light for this person. But we also know that this person needs to make her own decisions and come to her own conclusions. And as difficult as it is to watch sometimes somebody struggling to make their own decisions that may not be the best for them, we have to still affirm that God is right there, right behind it all. And that's really what we're working on in our practitioner classes. And it's really amazing because usually when you start working on these things and studying them, boy, God likes to show up in your life to give you an opportunity to put it to a test. And so I know I've been tested this week and today as well. Was tested early this morning, and we did some prayer work around that. And I invited everybody to also think of something that might be showing up in a way in your life, whether it be in your own personal life, whether it be something you're seeing happening in the world that doesn't necessarily look like it's affirming that there's a positive force in the universe. And we did that this morning. And what we did in our prayer work is we worked on affirming the truth. And the truth is that there is always God right where these things are. They might not be visible because there is a shroud maybe of a confusion, a disguise that is not allowing the presence of God to show through, and free will is really what that's about. We've all been given this incredible opportunity to have free will and to choose whether we want to connect to our truth or not. Doesn't mean it's not there, just like the sun is always behind the clouds. Just because it's cloudy doesn't mean that the sun's not behind it. We can't see it, the cloud's shrouding it, all those types of things. So I thought what I'd tell you about is, how did I handle the rest of my day today while working on the prayer? So we did the prayers, and the interesting thing about science of mind is you can't, or I'm not going to say you can't, but at times you do the prayer and the thoughts will just keep wanting to come back at you, come back at you, come back at you. And instead of affirming and saying, well, it keeps coming back, so that must be the truth, you got to keep coming back at it with the truth, and keep coming back at it, and keep convincing yourself, and keep putting conviction in your words, and continuing to affirm. And that's how we get to a place of seeing a manifestation. Now, the manifestation may not come on the outside in the place that we think it will, but it's got to come from the inside, right? So the manifestation would be to feel a sense of relief, to see the good when I think of the person, to only see that about the person, and not to just look at the negativity, and to not let the condition continue to shroud my view of the truth. So, gosh, what did I do? So I continued to pray. I read. I did my studies this morning. They would help me a little bit more. And then I also chose to take time to take care of myself, and do something that would be good for my soul, something that would make me feel closer to God. And so for me, that would be going out in nature. Fortunately, it was a very hot day here in California. It was like 95 degrees. So I got to go to the beach, and I got in the water, and I felt the truth for me, which is joy in water. I love it. And so that was really wonderful. So, I was seeking what was good for me. And I asked myself, am I seeking what is good, or am I seeking it because it feels good? Now, sometimes that could be confusing, right? Yeah, it felt great, but I knew it was good for me too, and that it fed my soul. So that was a really wonderful thing. So I want to invite you all, if you're struggling through some of these things, if you're struggling with the way things are looking in the world, in addition to your prayer work, to take time for yourself and do something that feeds your soul, because your soul is your unique expression of God. It's what makes us all unique. We all have certain things that appeal to us differently than others. Somebody else might want to go dirt bike riding, or somebody else might want to spend the day reading, or gardening, or something else. I don't know, whatever it is that you love. And that, if it feels good to your soul to express in that way, then that's what you should do. And take good care of yourself. That's good self-care, good nurturing. And we want to really keep focused on that, and keep focused on these prayers that continue to say no to the negativity, to say no to the condition. So let's continue to do that right now. I want to invite everybody to maybe once again think of something. And if you did something this morning that was for something out in the world, maybe you want to bring it into something more personal, or another situation, maybe a little different. But I invited everybody to think of a condition that might be showing up in a way that's negative in the way we look at the world. So the way the world's showing up, whether it be political, or the planet, or something in your family, or a friend, or somebody you care about is having a very difficult condition, or maybe just yourself, of course. because we all are faced with human challenges. And just take that for a moment, focus on that person and close your eyes or that situation and take a deep breath in. And just center in that space where God is within you, that place that you are feeling the most connected to the Most High. And just know that this is just the portal for you to connect to the thing itself, to all that there is, to the one God and the one loving spirit that is everywhere. And I just recognize that God is all there is, that there is no place where God is not, that God is right here, right now, within me, across the globe, to others, right where the condition might seem to be dark or negative. God is right there, expressing in its own unique way. And we are all expressing in our own unique ways, even though we are all one, and therefore we are all connected. And God is a loving, infinitely abundant, creative, resourceful, harmonious energy. And we are absolutely unified with it. There is no place it's not. So we have the opportunity to connect to it and to reveal it at any point in time. And I just know that right now that I am connecting to this one source, to the pure essence of it, and seeing beyond the conditions, seeing beyond anything that wants to say it isn't so, seeing beyond the clouds, above and through the clouds. They're not even solid, so you could just fly right through them, just like we've all done in the airplane so many times. You think it's so dark and you're taking off and it's rainy and it's dark and it's cloudy. And before you know it, 5 minutes go by and boom, you're through the clouds and there it is, the sun. It was always there. It was just an illusion. It was just a disguise. And we're allowing ourselves to walk past that, to fly past that right now, and to see the light in all of it, to know that spirit is there, to know that whatever the situation is, to know that for me, for my loved one, that wherever that darkness is, it doesn't matter. It's still just a manifestation of a condition on the outside, and it is not the truth of the essential essence of my loved one. And so I claim this, knowing that it is the truth, knowing that it is the truth for me, knowing it is the truth for you, knowing it is the truth for the planet, knowing it is the truth for all beings everywhere, that we all are capable of this. And whether the condition is poverty or racism or divisiveness, political unrest, a pandemic, an illness, the truth is God is infinite. Therefore, we are infinite because we are expressions of God. And so I'm so grateful to know this truth. I'm so grateful to claim it. I'm so grateful to share it. I'm so grateful to see beyond the condition. I'm so grateful to feel it in my heart. I'm so grateful to know how it works. And I'm so grateful to share it with you. And so, having said this and understanding how the law works, the law of cause and effect, the law of speaking the word and allowing it to manifest, I just do that. I release it into the law right now, and I allow it to be. I just allow it all to happen. I give it to spirit. I trust that spirit is taking care of it. And I just take my hands off and I let it be. And with a grateful heart, I just say, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you for for being in this prayer with me. I appreciate it. It's always great to have some people out there to pray with and to know that we are united. And so if you do have a prayer request that you would like prayer over, you can certainly send your prayer requests to prayer@ntmedia.org, and the prayer team here will pray over them for you. You can also just make a comment anytime in any of these prayers. These prayers happen every morning and every night at 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and one of us is here. And we also do want to say thank you so much for supporting this program. It's how we can do these prayers every morning and every night. Know that somebody will be here for you and be able to give your prayers over to the team to be able to have them prayed on. And also, New Thought Media Network is not just the prayers every day, but there's other events that happen, and that's where your dollars go as well. So the donations go to paypal.me/New Thought Radio. Okay, that's paypal.me/New Thought Radio. You could go there and send your donation in, and it does great work in the world, because what we're doing is creating a world that works for everyone. So we have a couple of announcements here. We have our weekly programs that I just want to tell you about. We have midweek meditation Wednesdays at 7 a.m. That's right before when I come on here or another one of the prayer team comes on. And that's live on Facebook and YouTube. And then we have the midweek Pick Me Up with Reverend Robert Brzezinski, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. That happened just a little while ago, and it's a positively inspiring message and musical experience with Reverend Robert. And so you can go ahead and look before this post, and you'll find it in the feed. And so I just want to say thank you, everybody. And who else was here? Let's see. So Cynthia, thank you. So lovely. Thank you. And Suzanne, thank you for being here. You have a wonderful night tonight. I hope you rest well, everybody. And we will see you in the morning. Somebody will be here for you. So thank you.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon. 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.